Howdy folks, and welcome back to Obi-Wan Kenobi. We are up to episode 2. It was a 2-episode drop on the first day. This is just entitled Part 2, I guess. And let's see what happens. Obi-Wan is heading off-world, going to Alderaan or somewhere. Actually, no, he's going to another planet because, that's right, Leia's father indicated that he tracked them going somewhere else. So he's heading over there to try to rescue Leia. And, of course, it's a trap. We know it's a trap! So... Let's see how he gets out of it. Here we go. Okay, new world I don't think we've seen before in the movies. At least I don't remember it.
You're in Daiyu now. All signals in or out are blocked.
Oh, of course, that's why they went there. Again, he's wearing Jedi robes. I mean, do you want to stand out as a Jedi? You're doing it, Obi-Wan. Oh, cool. Old clone trooper? Wait a minute. That voice sounded familiar. Oh, of course. There he is, of course. But is that trooper going to be one that we recognize? People were thinking it might have been Rex. He's wearing blue, which I think Rex is wearing. Be cool to find out.
A couple more of those and you'll forget she ever existed.
I don't think so. He doesn't know who Obi-Wan is? Oh, it's not Obi-Wan, okay. He's not a real Jedi. This all just dawned on me. This is all tricks. And Obi-Wan's going to figure it out. He's straining too hard to do this mind trick. And I don't think he can do it through a radio communication.
Your mind.
Yeah, I'm now leaving your mind. Oh... They made him into a phony Jedi. Cool. Oh, wait. So the boy actually does have Force abilities?
It's all there.
Oh, you didn't have to.
Every credit.
You didn't have to.
More about the sewers than anyone else.
Nah, yeah, he's taking advantage of the fact that he knows this guy is going to know the underworld.
Judgmental.
Oh, I love how he strikes that pose. That's cool. Come on, Obi-Wan. You know the first rule to infiltrating somewhere, pretend like you belong there. And he's not. He's like looking around, cautiously stepping forward. Everybody's going to figure out he doesn't belong there. He doesn't want to use any Jedi abilities at all. He doesn't want to use force pushes or anything. He's going to have to, though. He seems like in a bad situation, but if he just used his Jedi powers here, he could easily get out of this.
I didn't know. You're just a man.
Okay, they already know who he is, so he can go ahead and use his powers now. Oh, of course. Of course she's ready. Of course, again, I have to really suspend my disbelief that she could overpower anybody, or at least temporarily.
Wait.
Let go! Where's the army?
Where's the army?
I'm gonna get you out.
Old and...
Milled and beat up.
Imperial Senator's child.
Oh boy, she's in trouble now. I hope. Oh, they're calling all the bounty hunters. We know this from, oh, I like that guy. Kind of a little alligator kind of creature. We know this from Mandalorian, you know, when all the beepers go off. They got a bounty out.
Paul, and you're my daughter.
Granddaughter, maybe.
Granddaughter, maybe. Although he's younger than her father back home, so that's kind of rude.
I bet that Jedi can make things float.
She needs to stop talking. She's drawing attention to him, constantly saying Jedi.
I want to float.
Why is he letting her wander?
No.
Well, you're a little premature by saying that she's safe. You should have let them know you had her and you're making your way off the planet. She isn't safe yet, man. Sorry, I'm having this... Every time she walks, this is like a 7-year-old actress. And they keep trying to say she's 10. It's driving me nuts.
Wait.
Put your hood up, Obi-Wan. He's a horrible shot. I mean, a lousy shot. You'd think the Force would allow him to be a little more accurate. He doesn't need to exercise any powers to kind of use the Force to help him guide his hand, right? Gonna make her float. Oh no, she caught herself. Okay. I thought for sure he was going to use the Force to keep her from falling, but she's falling. Oh, she's going to slip, and he's going to have to do it.
Hold on, just...
He won't be that rusty. Come on, it's like part of who he is.
Bad about it sometimes.
Well, maybe he's actually a good guy.
Do I like 1 million, 2 million? It doesn't matter because...
Trying to bluff her. She knows you're not a Jedi. Now, was he smart enough and clever enough to give her false information when she was probing his mind? Or did she get the real information? Nope, he gave her the right information. So, if they're going to say that he was that rusty and just using the Force, how rusty is he going to be using a lightsaber? I mean, it doesn't make any sense that he should be rusty after 10 years anyway, but since he spent his whole life doing it, and it's like part of who he is. So he didn't know. There was speculation in whether or not he knew. I just assumed that he had put 2 and 2 together and it just knew that was Anakin, but apparently he did not, based on his reaction here. Whoa. That's not good. Well, he now knows his former apprentice is Darth the Vader. Oh boy! Did not expect this. Is that actually a connection? When he thought of Anakin and called his name, did they actually connect across the galaxy here? Love it. All right, excellent. Okay, I gotta check every time for after credit scenes. I don't think that Star Wars does that, but you never know. Okay. I heard some people. I watched reactions to the first episode before I recorded the reactions to the second. Before I recorded my second episode, and I heard people saying that the first episode was kind of slow, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not how I thought of it. I thought of it as going great. This one's it's been a few hours, by the way. If you haven't noticed, the lighting has changed. From my first episode recording, I thought the first one was fine. It was paced really well. This one was maybe a tad slower, but a lot of exciting stuff happened, so I'm cool with that. I really thought all along, I'm not one of those really uber Star Wars fans who know everything and read all the material and stuff, but I just always assumed that Obi-Wan just put 2 and 2 together and that Yoda just put 2 and 2 together. Yoda, by the time of episode 5, Yoda, I believe, clearly knew that Vader. He knew that Vader was Anakin. So does Obi-Wan end up telling him, or did Yoda just figure it out and Obi-Wan's just a little dense? I mean, she said Darth Vader. He knew who Darth Vader was clearly, or else he would have thought to himself, "Who's Darth Vader?" But when she said that, and he kind of went, "Oh no," that if Darth Vader wants me, that he put 2 and 2 together as she was telling him, right just before she told him that Anakin was still alive. Why wouldn't he have done that earlier? I don't understand. But okay, I know he's been hiding out for 10 years, but you'd think he would have heard things, Does he just not check the news, the galactic news of what's going on in the galaxy when he's been there on Tatooine? I don't know. But it was definitely a great performance, a reaction performance. I actually kind of liked, and I can't remember his name, Camille? I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name. I think that's his first name. Playing the fake, Jedi scammer con artist, and then turned out to actually have a heart. Con artist with a heart. Kind of a Han Solo kind of character, I guess. Out for a quick credit, but definitely has got a good heart and doesn't want to hurt people, at least not too much. I thought that was a good twist. I'm glad that they got off the planet, but of course now he has this great news, and he still has to get her home. I wonder if they're going to next episode just jump to her being home, Or are we going to follow Obi-Wan on his journey of getting her home? And is that what the series turns out to be? Is mostly him and Leia and trying to get Leia back home and not have to worry about Luke because nobody suspects Luke and nobody knows of the connection of Obi-Wan to Luke or to Owen or I can't remember her name. It's on the tip of my tongue. The aunt. Doesn't know the connection, so he's not really in that much danger. But she is because of her high-profile nature. That's going to be interesting if that's most of the series, because it's not that long of a series. I think it's going to be basically mostly getting Leia back safe and fighting the Inquisitors, I guess, at some point. But somehow he's got to make them believe he's gone, right? If we were to imagine that in episode 4, he's an old man and nobody knows he's there, and nobody knows he's a Jedi or anything. I mean, Uncle Owen does, but nobody else does. He's got to make them believe he's dead, or else Vader would have continued to come after him, right? Because he apparently really wanted him now. At least that's what she thought, the third sister. But she killed the Grand Inquisitor, or seems to have killed him. That's going to have some repercussions, right? The other members of the squad, the other 2 that are there on the planet, they seem to be of a superior position to her. Because the implication in his original berating of her was that she was like the lowest tier. So they're not going to be too happy with that, and they're going to try to exert some sort of control over her. So I imagine she's going to flee and go chase after Obi-Wan by herself with the thought that she's going to capture him, which is probably how this turns out, because she probably does go after, I'm predicting now, she probably does go after him on her own and ends up dying at his hands, is going to be my guess. And then all trace of him is gone again, and nobody's going to be able to track him, and nobody's going to know where he is, and they're just going to give up on chasing him. And then that's why he is around in episode 4, and nobody knows who he is or where he is. That's what I'm guessing. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a few episodes of some cool chasing and fighting, maybe. I hope. Again, will he ever encounter Darth Vader? I don't know. The implication there at the end with seemingly connection when he called out Anakin's name, he didn't call it out, when he just said it, kind of implies that they're going to meet and fight. And I hope they do. I just don't know if that's in the cards, really. But so far, this has turned out to be a pretty fun series. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And Maru, is that her name? Aunt LaRue, Maru, something Rue? Well, I'll look it up afterwards. Something like that. Let me know her name in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.